Let's go, Peach.
Process is
They know that I'm
everything.
crazy retard. They know that I'm crazy
They not,
retard.
they not,
My
they
shooters
not.
run down, no talking. I don't got time for the barking. Bitch, I'ma pull up and park it. Treat you like a blunt, I'ma spark it. They know that I'm crazy retard. They know that I'm crazy retard. They know that I'm crazy retard. They know that I'm crazy
They not, they
retard.
not, they
I am
not.
that
Peach
bitch.
Radio Show starts now. Let's go.
Take a moment to tap into PeachEnt. Download the mobile app. All the information is on my website, peachent.com. Again, that's peachent.com. Check me out. Also, follow me every single Sunday on Indamix Radio from 12 to 2. It's
Yes.
showtime. What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday. Oh, man. I am back. Welcome to the Peach Radio Show. I am back after over 10 years. I think it's 10 years. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe 5 years. Nah, I'm going to just go on here to say 6 years. Either way, welcome back to the Peach Radio Show. It's been a minute. I am so excited to be here. Please, if you're listening, take some time to take out your mobile phones for me. Go to your app store, whether it's Android or iPhone, and type in Peach ENT and download my mobile app so you could get exclusive behind the scenes information, streams, read my blogs. Did I mention that I am currently a writer for the R Report magazine? All of that stuff is inside that app. You can also chat it up with whomever's listening. You know, if you become a member of the app, there's multiple spaces where you could create community and talk about the shows. And also, I will be downloading this actual stream. So not only are you getting the audio on Sundays, you'll also be getting the visuals. So please tap in with me. I got so much to offer, so much going on. Peach Radio Show, we are back. So, if this is your first time tuning in, tapping in with me, the Peach Radio Show is a little bit different than most talk shows. We incorporate indie music from some of my fabulous artist friends, for some of these fabulous indie artists that don't get mainstream play. So that's one of the things about the Peach Radio Show that most people find awesome. We shed light on people that's often going unseen in this world, because we know it's so many talented people. It's not just the 5%, the 1%, the Jay-Z's, the Beyoncé's. We have multiple movers and shakers. They're just not on that national level. So again, tap in with the Peach Radio Show, where you can actually hear and support indie work. And if you are an indie artist and you would like to have your music or maybe get a interview on the Peach Radio Show, please hit me up. My email is Pierce, and if you're gonna watch, if you're going in the mobile app, you'll be able to actually watch this stream. Of course, I'm not on camera because tonight is a not on camera night for me. I wanted to get this first show out there, so forgive me if I sound a little nervous. But the email to submit your content is Pierce, Peirrce, at peachent.com. Again, Peirrce at peachent.com. Email me. Email me to let me know you want to network in some sort of way. Email me your music. Or just reach out if you have any ideas for the show or any topics that you would like for me to discuss. This is definitely a for the people vibe here and show with Peach ENT. Now, so traditionally I would go and begin the show, but I'm gonna start things out a little bit different. I'm gonna play my first music video. It's by one of my closest friend and my favorite artists. One of my favorite indie artists, I should say that much. Delacroix. The name of this song is called go. Let me get it going. Thank you for joining me, PeachEnt Go by Delacroix. Check this out.
Delacroix, girl, I know you are not laying down. Get up.
For what?
Girl, you gotta get up and go. You gotta take care of you, mama.
And go where?
Girl, come on and get up. Girl, come on. Stop playing.
Take care of you. Take care of me. Your path you choose. Happiness is free. All you gotta do is go, go, go. Let it keep it free now. What you wanna do? Just go. Give it all you got now. The world is waiting for you. You better do what I do, gotta do what I do, yeah. You already know you can do it on your own. Go into the unknown. Did you ever think about stopping? Don't think about it. I know you've been through a lot and you're feeling like your life is ending. You can't give up never, cause it's getting better. You're gonna be a winner. Oh yeah, yeah. Take care of you. Take care of me. Your path you choose. Happiness is free. All you gotta do is go, go, go. Let it keep it free now. What you wanna do? Just go. Give it all you got now. It's time to make a move. You know what to do. Gotta have a winning attitude, yeah. We can make this thing happen. Keep it strong, just keep trusting in you. Time is not on our side. We gotta win, let's stay in this fight. I've been waiting all my life for me to shine my light. What's the point of a car you don't drive? Having wings but you don't try to fly. Having all this fire inside. What's it for? You gotta rise. What you wanna do? Just go. Give it all you got now. All you gotta do is go, just go. Let it keep it free now. What you wanna do? Just go. Give it all you got now.
Super hot, hot, hot. Go Go Delacroix. Yes, go. Man, listen. I don't know if you thought that song was fire, but I thought it was smoking hot. I'm a big word person, and one of the things that I loved in that song when it says "Take care of you," take care of you, take care of me. Those are that's two powerful sentences. And I don't even think you guys paid attention, but Dell, I am listening. I am listening and I love it. Because in order for you to take care of anyone else, you got to take care of you. You got to come in being the brightest, the best, the heal you before you could enter into anyone's life and do anything for them. So shout out to Delacroix. Definitely, I am going, going, going. You know, go, go, go. This is my goal right now. Um, but yeah, I'm excited to be here, and I hope for those of you listening, you love Delacroix Go. That is one of my picks, and I think I'm gonna leave Delacroix in rotation because that song has actually got me hyped up to do this segment tonight. I'm souped up. But either way, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the Peach Radio Show, home of the check-in where I check into myself and discuss what happened during my week, what I learned from it, and hopefully you can learn from my experience. So, tonight's topic, we're going to talk about respect in between these music videos. Everybody wants it. Everybody wants respect. Everybody's demanding respect. We hollering people don't respect me. But do we actually know what the fuck respect is? Are we actually understanding what we're getting to? And are we offering respect? First off, because in order to check in, you got to understand what exactly you're doing. You got to be checking in with yourself to see, are you equipped to even give respect to anybody? But first, before we delve into this topic, again, go over to the R Report magazine. I am a writer there. I have a fabulous article that's there called Would You Date Yourself? Um, it's the rreportmag.com. Get on over there, read it, and tell me what you think. I believe it's a comment section there. And if you can't tell me what you think because I'm unsure if it's a comment section, just share it. Share it onto your social media posts. Share it on your Facebook. Share it on your IG. Share it on your TikTok. Share it in a text message to your friends. This is how you help people like me become the next Wendy or the next Sherry Shepherd or whomever you follow. Because I think I'm a whole goddamn vibe just like them, like my sis Wendy, my birthday twin. But I guess y'all hit up Patrick at the R Report magazine and let him know exactly how you feel about me. But at least I think I'm a vibe. Now, if you are watching, what you're seeing visually is my brand wall. It's actually telling you what I have going on within the mobile app and with the R report. So I just mentioned um, the actual article. There is the visual of Would You Date Yourself? In the middle, it's myself, my beautiful face, and it says the R Report magazine. I'm advertising it, the number one site for hip hop news and more. And it talks about my article being there. And you can read it now. And then on the other side of it is a nice check in advertisement for the blog that's available in my mobile app where you can actually tap in and check in with yourself. Write a blog. And let me tell you something. If I find your blog to be super dope and I think that is something that the world needs to hear, I might just reach out to you and say, listen, sis, bro, I love what you wrote in your blog and it needs to be on the check-in. Do you mind being my special guest? Do you mind being my co-host for the night? Yo, let's get this popping because we all got stories. And as I always say to my children, like our stories ain't no different than the passages that's in the Bible. They're like Psalms. They're lessons for people to read and learn from and grow. But it's like storytelling has become a lost art. But we must bring it back. Do you know? I don't know if I want to get historical on y'all. Yeah, I want to get historical on y'all. But do you know before writing, we had oral traditions? And it was nothing but stories explaining how we got here, about our family, our lineage, our ancestry, and all the things, and preserving all the things that we knew. So let's continue that. And I'm hoping that the check in blog can be a space for healing. So please, again, you have that mobile phone with you all the damn time. Take it out. Android, Apple. Go to the App Store, download the PeachEnt app, and let's go. Let's make history together. So, I'm going to get up off this brand wall and I'm going to play my next music video from one of my faves, man. This is one of my favorite male artists out here. Always bringing that fire music. If you like that up north NYC vibe, my boy Mosiah got it for you. Listen, check this out. Jump into my app and let me know how you feel Up next is Mosiah, New York. Yeah, I can't wait. Mosiah, Mosiah.
Took you long enough.
Beats by Jamaica Productions, baby.
I'm from New York. I'm from the city that never sleep. Homicide happen on every street. Pull up on niggas like 50 deep. I'm from New York. Coming through blazing in every hood. Chillin' with niggas in every hood. Hookah and Henny in every hood. I'm from New York, shitting me. All of these bitches are feeling me. Niggas and bitches be grilling me. Shitting me, kidding me. I'm from New York. I'm from the city that never sleep. Homicide happen on every street. Pull up on niggas like 50 deep. I'm from the Bronx, see the wall. Mystery body and seeing falls. Paying that money to Peter Paul. Peter Paul money be really long, hear from you anymore. Benzo, crazy, niggas, shady. Calling her bros, Stacy said she was having my little bro baby. Fuck with 21 niggas that say it's a hot girl summer now. Looking like they getting dumber now. I bought a chain and I bought it for 20,000. Niggas don't know me now, whoa. Side too heavy now, whoa. I get like 30 pounds, whoa. Yeah, been eating Philippe. He tryna buy me Philippe. He said my arm is petite. He really getting too deep. Niggas be thinking they J, okay. Talk about upgrading me, okay. Niggas be thinking they Drake, okay. I'ma need a new chain, okay. Matter of fact, a new range, okay.
I'ma be fucking your brains, okay? Okay. I'ma be fucking your brains, okay?
I'ma be fucking your brains, okay?
I'ma be fucking your brains, okay?
Okay. I'm from New York. I'm from the city that never sleep. Homicide happen on every street. Pull up on niggas like 50 deep. I'm from New York. Coming through blazing in every hood. Chillin' with niggas in every hood. Hookah and Henny in every hood. I'm from New York, shitting me. All of these bitches are feeling me. Niggas and bitches be grilling me. Shitting me, kidding me. I'm from New York. I'm from the city that never sleep. Homicide happen on every street. Pull up on niggas like 50 deep.
I'm from New York, I'm straight at the Q Bureau. I done witnessed a whole lot of homicide. Any question we say is a suicide. Niggas know how I move when they question I'd rather die. Niggas, shady, laid up, lazy. These niggas be talking too much, you gon' fuck around and be pushing the daisies. I give a fuck if she having a baby. Snatch a bitch about her front to make it a bundle. Talking that shit, I'm here, see we gon' be clear. Let them 2 shots in the air, see I got the hood in here. I got the goons in here. 41st hot, see I got the block in here. Pop off, we got Glocks in
I'm
here.
from New York. I'm from the city that never sleep. Homicide happen on every street. Pull up on niggas like 50 deep. I'm from New York. Coming through blazing in every hood. Chillin' with niggas in every hood. Hookah and Henny in every hood. I'm from New York, shitting me. All of these bitches are feeling me. Niggas and bitches be grilling me. Shitting me, kidding me. I'm from New York. I'm from the city that never sleep. Homicide happen on every street. Pull up on niggas like 50 deep.
Yo, that was my boy Mosiah featuring Jason Harvey. I think it's Jason Harvey. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but dope. New York. Y'all need to tap in with Mosiah. It's the real Mosiah on YouTube. Also, the previous song Go by Delacroix. Tap in with Delacroix on YouTube. They be making nothing but fucking bangers. As Smack the Indie Plug would say, bangers, bangers, bangers. Shout out to her and thank her for the opportunity to actually be in this spot and streaming with Indamix. You know, I'm hyped, I'm excited, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the opportunity, and I'm thankful for all you listeners that's tapped in. So let's get into my next segment. It's time for me to check.
Time to check in, sis. Are you ready to go within? I am.
Damn. So now it's time for me to check in. And this week we're going to talk about respect. And if it's your first time with the check in, I actually check in and I share my personal experience. Now, as I said at the top of the show, this week has been kind of bizarre. I know the moon is in Aries and everybody's been bonkers, but I was disrespected for no goddamn reason this week. And it left me baffled. I'm like, yo, I just like to move in peace and love and be cordial and agreeable. Well, not exactly agreeable, as long as it works out in both our interests. I'm not exactly all that, let me bow down tight. But nah, just everybody being cool, going with the flow. So I had to check in with myself on Saturday after my week because I went to work. Now, I am a pediatric nurse during the day, right? And after my shift, I saw someone on the block. They were experiencing something. They were having a medical emergency, and I haven't seen them in a while. So I'm like, yo, how you doing? You back out here? You all right? I thought you were in the hospital. And then all of a sudden, the person that I normally speak to on a regular basis, like on an everyday, hello, how you doing? How you feeling? Just exploded on me. Ah, you know, it's a lot of chatter going on in that house, and yeah. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, hold on. All I did was say, how you doing? How you feeling? You're back. Why am I warranted? What did I do to deserve this disrespect? I can see if I stepped out on the porch and say, hey, motherfucker, fuck you and all that, but it was none of that. It was straight, how you doing? How you feeling? Concern. So then he proceeded to say to me, I know it's a lot of chit chat in that house and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, hold on. Whatever goes on in that house has absolutely nothing to do with me. And furthermore, it has absolutely nothing to do with, my association with you. And if those women are in that house chattering, I mean, let's keep it real. Everybody knows that when women get together, they kind of cackle and laugh and chat, especially when it has something to do with, men. That's just, what women, do. So I couldn't understand that. So when I had to assess it for myself. And when I took a hard look, I'm like, yo, in order for somebody to just feel comfortable to come out at me like that, no matter what the situation is for them, no matter how they're feeling, you don't have a level of respect for me. And so, at that moment, I decided to check in with me and say, you know what? This ain't the type of person that I probably necessarily should deal with or be social with. I don't have the capacity for that type of behavior, the capacity for disrespect, especially when it's unwarranted. So I just changed the way, I've dealt with him. Now that situation happened, I believe it was on Wednesday. And ever since then, I've just been at a distance. I don't even open my mouth. I just wave my arm or whatever, because that was just totally disrespectful. And I don't know if he felt like that was disrespectful or even care if he disrespected me. But I had to take care of me and disassociate myself from it. Now I had another situation later on in the week where someone decided to make a decision for me without asking me, without filling me in. And when I addressed that person and said, you know what, yo, that was disrespectful, they, before I could even get it out of my mouth how I felt about it, the person just started attacking me and accusing me of other emotions that weren't mine. Instead of asking me, why are you upset? So after I listened to what they had to say, I just blatantly came out and said, yo, you disrespected me. I'm just never the type of person that allows anyone to make any type of decisions for me. So let me give you an example. I was dating someone, and my partner actually was invited to a dinner date for couples. And when she looked at her calendar, she was free. And so she assumed that she would accept the dinner arrangement on behalf of both of us. To me, that's very disrespectful because you don't understand or know how, you're not taking into not even understand. I'm sorry, lack of a better word. You're not taking into consideration what my plans are, how I may feel for the day. You don't know if I want to go out or not. You don't even know if that's the kind of vibe I want to be on with those people. But yet you already RSVP'd and put this event on my itinerary. So that just goes back to me again, disrespect, disregard, not taking into consideration the other person when we're having these encounters with people. Sometimes we need to take a step back. And believe you me, we are all human, right? I am human. I make mistakes. But if someone tells you, yo, you're disrespecting me, I don't like that. That is the perfect opportunity. If you don't know that person or you've never had that experience with them, to actually find out what exactly got them to the point where they felt disrespected so you can understand them and have a better relationship. But again, that's just my way of thinking. I don't know if you are listening and you are mulling this over in your head. I don't know if this will be a blog. I will do a whole blog about respect and disrespect, and I will place it inside the mobile app. It might even pop up on the R Report magazine. And if there's a comment section, please make sure you go and you let me know. Am I right? Am I wrong? Like, yo, Peach. If it's Peach you bugging, put Peach you bugging. But if you saying Peach, that's some real shit, put it in the comments. And the next time I have the next show, I will make it my business to read it. Because again, we got to check in our personal relationships. And I don't mean just dating, our personal friendships, our personal associations, neighborships, whatever you want to call it, is suffering because to me, the lack of respect, and we're not really trying to get to know each other on a personal level. We're just running around assuming, not all of us. Oh God, and I can't believe I'm saying this, right? Not all of us have that rap culture way of thinking. Some of us actually were brought up by parents that talk to us and instill respect and virtues. And then some of us had the opportunity to have access to a mother and a father or some type of male or female figure that was, raising us. And then some of us had experience that weren't like that. Some of us had, latchkey experiences where the parents wasn't home and we were learning behaviors from watching rap videos because that's what we had to associate with. Because I don't know about everybody else or what year you grew up in, but during the 80s, it wasn't many black shows, but it was, that's when rap started blossoming and blooming and, creating the culture for us. So a lot of us have rap etiquette. If y'all know what I mean, that weird ass rap etiquette that we done took off the TV screens and we're trying to bring it into the streets. Well, bro, sis, the real world is not like that. And we're damaging each other. We're fucking up on people that could be great business partners, great lovers, great friends, great neighbors, because we're not really investing real time into knowing each other. But anywho, I feel like I done said a mouthful. But again, let me remind you to download the PeachEnt Mobile App, y'all. Listen, download it, download it, download it. Read the blogs after I finish them. And I want you to respond or either jump into the community section and I want you to respond and let me know what the fuck you think because I want to take this content and I want to put it inside this show. Also, as the show progresses, I'm going to put out a backstage link inside the mobile app. So if you actually watch or you download, you'll be able to get that link. And when I do the pre-recordings, which I do it each and every Sunday around 7:30 p.m., you could click on and you could join and be backstage and hop into this conversation. Or if you would like to be a guest on one of my shows, I will have a huge caption above my flyers and you just email me. And you reach out and say, hey, I'd like to be a guest on that show. I like to chat it up with you because I love what you're doing. Or, shit, even if you a naysayer and you don't like what I'm doing, I don't care. I'll bring you up here and we can have it. We can talk it out or whatever. That's just how I am. The Peach Radio Show is raw and real. We have real conversations looking for real results, So anyway, I feel like I've been running my mouth a little bit too much. Let me get into this next music video, another Peach pick from a beautiful artist from Delaware. I love her dearly. Her music is always fire. I do not understand why these artists are not signed. Well, I guess not even signed. Why, they are independent, why their music is not blowing the fuck up, because I'm telling you, the shit is fire. It's better than some of this stuff I done heard on the radio. But hey, that's my opinion. I'll let you be the judge. But the next artist is Songbird the Goddess. $1 and a Dream. Yeah. Okay, way.
What's the point in being different if they gon' hate on you anyway? I tried to be like y'all, but it messed with my spirit in a different way. I lift my head up to the sky, what's my purpose? And if I sell out for this bag, is it worth it? Treat my morals and my values like they're worthless. For a rollie in a wall full of purses, nothing even matters to me anyway. Nothing even matters. That shit, it never matters to me anyway. Then tell lies because the enemy is vengeful. Yeah, you won't knock me off my tempo. No, I'm protected by my ancestors. You can't touch a child of God. You can't touch me, can't touch me. No, you can't. I keep $1 and a dream on me. I keep $1 and a dream on me. I know I'm I know I'm okay.
Who gives a damn about the trending news?
No, that's right. You ready, Toy? Let's go. All right. So Africa Bambaataa, y'all. Africa Bambaataa passed away not too long ago. What was it? Let me take a look. Because I'm not a fan of this guy. He passed away April 9th, 2026. Um, Now I know y'all know he's controversial, and if you don't know, please take a look at this guy. I would suggest you go on YouTube and check out Hassan Campbell or Poppy from the BX, and you'll get a better understanding of who this former pioneer hip hop was, Africa Bambaataa, the creator of the Zulu Nation. Now, allegedly, Africa Bambaataa was, oh God, can I say this on here? He was a MAP, what I call him, a minor attracted person. He used his fame to go around the world internationally and locally in the BX, New York in general, but let's just say wherever he went. And he was raping people's children. He was a pedophile. And so now that this icon is gone, it's like the hip hop community is just conflicted. People that grew up listening to African Bambaataa is giving him respects. People like myself, that's maybe a generation disassociated from that era, but we know who he is. Like me personally, we don't give a fuck. R.I.P. to him, because he done so much damage. And I like to say shout out to Hassan Campbell for putting him on Front Street, even though he was ridiculed for sharing his experience. I really hate that about the Black culture. The Black woman can get out here and we could scream from the top of our lungs every single misdeed that happened to us, our misfortune. But when it comes to a Black man having a come into Jesus moment and try to free themselves from their trauma, it's just a big deal. So shout out to Poppy, shout out to Hassan for doing so, putting Africa Bambaataa's business out on Front Street. I like to say also shout out to the Star Report. Now, if you don't know who Star is, check him out on YouTube. He is a famous personality that used to be on the radio back in the 90s. So funny, his content. He's still relevant and funny now. But check these brothers out, especially on April 9th, because they were going in on this icon, Africa Bambaataa. Also, again, download my mobile app. I think about 7 years ago, I actually did a little live stream about African Bambaataa and his effect on the culture. And I explained his connections to Dr. York. I explained his connections to a few people within the hip hop industry and why, pedophilia is just so disgusting, and how it's actually not related to the actual LGBTQ plus community. So check that out. Maybe I will upload it on my mobile app. It definitely is on my YouTube, I believe, but I know it's definitely on my TikTok and on my Facebook. And you can follow me on those platforms under at PeachEnt Brands. But again, if you want everything localized in one space, go and download my mobile app. Go into your app stores. It's Peach ENT. Just simply type that in and download, and you can read and watch all of my previous content from the Peach Radio Show and everything that I'm talking about now in this stream. So let's get into our topic. What is respect? A lot of us, like I said, a lot of us want it, but we don't know what the fuck we're asking for. We're just screaming. It's just a loose term at this point. Even when we're wrong, we're screaming, oh, I want some respect. But respect is actual a defined moment that you actually have with people. So I took the liberty, and if again, I have visuals, but if you on the radio listening, you have to get the mobile app to actually see these visuals. So I'm going to go ahead and read them to you. So one of the visuals says, respect to me refers to understanding the other individual's boundaries and not crossing that line. Because everybody has, we all have our boundaries. We all have that point where if you go across it, we just fucking break, we shatter, we scream, and we go off. So why are people crossing them? Anyway, let me continue. And it says everyone is different in terms of boundaries. Now, boundaries are developed, while we're growing up, and then we just continuously add on to them. So again, not everybody have this core set. Like boundaries is the same for everyone. It is just not, So let me give an example, because I love giving examples. Like some people I've met have food boundaries. Some people don't. Like I have a food boundary. Don't stick your hand in my plate when I'm eating. I don't give a fuck if we do got two different things and you want to try my stuff. You ask me. Don't stick your hand in my plate. That is a freaking boundary and it's disrespectful to me. The same way I told you in the beginning, well, the mid of the show, when the neighbor was yelling at me, that is a boundary. If you are you cross the boundary. If you are having a bad day or you feel some kind of way, let's have an adult conversation. You don't just yell at me. Who the fuck are you? So we all have our boundaries. Like I have a friend that she doesn't like anybody to put their feet in her shoes. And I know tons of people that'll come in my house that'll try to do that. I don't particularly care for it, but it's my friend's hard boundary. Like, don't put your feet in my shoe. Now, me, if you put your feet in my shoe, I might just have to throw it out because I'm never going to wear them. But some people, again, it's a hard freaking boundary. So we got to learn to respect it. And we have to learn not to be offended when somebody's trying to inform you. Take it and learn. If you value that person and you want them in your life, you have to learn how to navigate them. That's how you express to them that you find value in their time and in their company. So let me finish reading this. So it says everyone is different in terms of boundaries. Hence, it is important to communicate and understand their perspective on respect. It is just that simple. Stop trying to force your upbringing on people. Just stop. Could you imagine how many things we could resolve if we just took the time to just find out what people, just by asking? So, if, for example, with the plate thing, listen, I order shrimp, you got steak. I have a plate full of shrimp. Do you mind? I give you some of my shrimp for the steak. Don't just reach over into someone's plate, you know? Or maybe I'm having a party and I invited you. Don't bring 5 and 6 other people to my house. Wouldn't it have been easier and more respectful if you just would have reached out and say, "Hey, I want to come to your party, but I got company. Can I bring X, Y, and Z over to your house?" Because you don't even know, again, that could be a hard boundary for someone, but then you don't even know the person's relationships, if they even have one with the other party. So you just took that decision away from them, and you probably just lost a really good friend because you don't have boundaries. Or this is one that I remember growing up, and I'm gonna check in with myself. This is a check-in moment for me. I grew up where you couldn't sit on, the bed. You never sat on anyone's bed when if they invite you up in their room. You found a chair to sit down or you stand up. Well, I had someone I invited upstairs while I was getting dressed, because I'm getting ready to leave with them, and I didn't want to leave them downstairs. They actually sat on my bed. And I'm thinking, like, yo, this is black person 101. You never sit on the bed. And just to add on to that, you never sit a hat on the bed. I thought this was black person 101, but technically it wasn't. So when I saw the person doing it, I just automatically started screaming, "What, you don't got the fucking harm training?" When I should have checked in with myself and said, "You know what? That is your family. That's the thing in your family, Peach. That is your family's home training." Should have simply said, "You know what? I don't like people sitting on my bed. Please don't put your hat on my bed. I was raised not to do that." That's a boundary for me. Another thing that's a boundary for me. Listen, I'm just checking in with myself all over the place, y'all. And I hope that, because this is not a live show and I can't ask y'all, I hope y'all are checking in with yourselves too. Because I know you got boundaries. Another one for me is just leaving the closet door wide open. Like, why? Like, in my bedroom, right? I have a suite. So I have 2 closets in my room. I have a bathroom in my room. And I have, of course, the bedroom door. Now, I don't like doors open. I was raised that doors should not be flown open like that. Like, why are they open? It just doesn't make sense. So when you open the door, you close the door. That's just how I was raised, but some people weren't. So that was one of my boundaries. I had a friend that would come and go inside my closet and get something out and leave the door wide the damn open. And I'm like, oh my God. Do she got home training? And it's not necessarily that. It's just she was raised different and her boundaries, was different. So, again, we got to be more mindful with things. We got to be more aware and more open to understanding. So let me read this next visual that I have here. And again, download the mobile app so you can see the visuals, take the screenshots, and look at them over and over and over. If you have multiple boundaries and you're having a hard time relaying this message to, your loved one, your friend, or whatever, let's alleviate some of these problems. So again, so this second one says respect is treating someone how you and they want to be treated. Now, to me, that sounds kind of tricky. That's very tricky because a lot of times we have a personalized experience and we know what we want. It's like we I know what I want. I know what I require. This is what I require. This is what I require. But have you ever checked in and asked the person, how do you want to be treated? And again, checking in with myself, I am notorious for laying down a law and say, listen, I expect this, I need this, I want this from you. But I had to learn to ask, what is it that you need from me in order for us to create space together or be in the same space, right? Especially in relationships. You can't be in the same space being argumentative or someone is uncomfortable, excuse me, because you're not willing to compromise. So treating someone how you and they want to be treated. And I said it's tricky because again, we could all be self-serving at times and we forget in the midst of us wanting all the things we want, we don't know if that's crossing someone else's boundary or making them uncomfortable to deal with you. So again, in that case, you can lose out on a really good friend, a loved one, or whomever, or someone treating you from a long handled spoon because they just can't tolerate you. So again, that one is, I like that one. And I hope, you're learning something from this. So the next one, and then I'm gonna get into the next music video, is caring about the thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and rights of someone else. And let me repeat that. Caring about the thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and rights of someone else, which is basically, in a nutshell, consideration. And again, you have to get to know the person in order to know what their thoughts are, what their feelings are, what their beliefs are, so you can honor them and treat them the way that they want. Now, to me, this one is two-party thing, like situational, right? Because I'm an open person like that, and I love getting to know people and understanding them. But some people can be very, very closed, where you gotta pry into them to kind of figure that out. And they want you to pry into them because they've been hurt by so many people. And you're trying not to hurt them because you want to understand them, but then they're closed. So it's like, it's like a tugging, a push and pull. So in that case, if you are that person that's just so shut down, you not very upfront about your feelings and your needs, then you can't expect anyone to meet them because they don't know what they are. You got to open up to the person and let them know how to treat you, what you need, what you want, so they can honor you that way, so they can value you. That's the only way you're going to really get value or feel like someone values you. They have to know you, and hiding doesn't help. So again, these is just my opinions, and from me experiencing life, I am halfway 100. So if you were much younger, I hope you could benefit from this. Maybe some of this information can help you with your relationships with someone that you're having a difficult time with. Just, step back and step out of yourself and check in and say, you know what? How could I have a better relationship with them? Am I respecting them? Do I actually know why they are furious with me? Do I understand? Have I crossed the boundary? Have I disrespected them? But either way, let me get into this next video. Um, this is from my Plug Studio Network days. I owned a business with my business partner. And we played and we received music for some awesome, awesome indie artists. This is a throwback, but I think it's perfect for this show. It's called Pressure by THK. I hope you enjoy this. Let me know. I'll see you on the other side.
bitches always got my heart racing. Found myself face to face with death. It was amazing, hot, cold as a bitch, but that bitch is always blazing. Cloud of marijuana smoke is what it's tasting. Something about that Mary Jane always got my mind thinking I'm the best of the best shit. But my time wasted, niggas counting me out. I was 9 maybe when they told me I wasn't shit. Cause my mom ain't raised me, held that shit on my shoulders. I hated them niggas talking all that shit. With my finger on the trigger, I'ma pull it, I swear. Looking at myself in the mirror, who would've figured? Deep wound they made bigger, damn it hurt. Always thought it was my fault, I was a little girl on the block selling rock, nigga drops just to make sure my siblings got the shit that I did. Cause I ain't have a bigger sister. Damn, pressure. So much pressure on the brain. Got a nigga going insane. Pressure, that's what you get from this game. But only the real will remain. Pressure, so much pressure on the brain. Got a nigga going insane. Pressure, that's what you get from this game. But only the real. Niggas wonder why I smoke so much, wonder why I talk so much. Just to ease the pain, my mom should've aborted me instead of just avoiding me. Flush me down the drain, just the way my mind thinks when that drug ain't in my vein. I drive myself insane, trying to be the same when I know damn well I'm different. Like being different, been through some real shit that I sometimes forget because I'm always hella bit. I love the way you make me feel. I don't have to face reality to what is really real. But what is really real, can I really feel? Is this pain too deep? Can't really tell. Now the truth is out, I ain't live no fairy tale. Shit was hell, stuck in foster care like living in the cell. Never caught a charge, so how I really feel. Shit is real, I need this deal. But what I feel is pressure. So much pressure on the brain. Got a nigga going insane. Pressure, that's what you get from this game. But only the real will remain. Pressure, so much pressure on the brain. Got a nigga going insane. Pressure, that's what you get from this game. But only the real. Young and made it out the slums, yeah, I did that. But PTSD be on my back, trying to take me back. God smoked this pack just to rid the memory of me. Having to play referee on both sides of the family. Shit was hard, y'all. Can't really explain it. My mind was always racing, like steady pacing. Shit was hectic. What could I do? What was the card I was dealt with? So I had to deal, made it hard for me to feel. Pick up the pen and pad, wrote down my sins, read it all back. Shit was black, dark, and hateful. Realized that I hate you. Turn the tables for the time to turn. Wait for no man, what I had to learn. Family and not, relationships are burned. Sometimes no repairing. Sad when it's your parent, but I live. Have so far scarred, you can't see my scars. Bruises all on my body, but you can't see the marks. Pain so deep, I don't have a heart. Got a brain playing smart, cause it's pressure. So much pressure on the brain. Got a nigga going insane. Pressure, that's what you get from this game. But only the real will remain. Pressure, so much pressure on the brain. Got a nigga going insane. Pressure, that's what you get from this game. But only the real. So much pressure, man. Everybody wants you to be who they want you to be. Do what they want you to do. I say fuck it. Just be you.
Pressure. THK throwback. I mean, that shit is sick. I don't care how many times I listen to that track. I love it. Like, the beat to me is timeless. But again, I'm halfway 100, so I be digging those back in the day old school hip hop beats. And then the words just take you away like pressure, especially during this time with the economy, the gas prices. Our president acted what? Disrespectful. Very disrespectful. But anyway, so let's get into what exactly disrespect is. We always talk about disrespect. People get shot, because they feel like they got disrespected. I'm about to cap this thing. You know how our culture do. So disrespect, goes a long way. How about the chick that sleep with your man or your chick because you disrespected them, so now they getting back at you? or your man going out cheating on you because he feel like you disrespecting him. And if you are part of the community, you know, same sex, your woman, however it works, they disrespect you. So you going out on a limb and you know, you going to do you. You know, disrespect is just this thing, yo. This oh, but again, it I know y'all like, what is wrong with her? She like I had a loss for words. I am, because I listen, I'm human. I hate disrespect. And I told you before I played the video, like some shit can just be resolved through just having conversations. It's just open your mouth and let's just talk. But anyway, so if you are watching or will watch later, because again, I have visuals. And in order for you to be watching, you have to be backstage, and I don't have anybody. But either way, download the mobile app if you like to see the visuals of this show. PeachEnt in both Android and iPhone stores. So we're going to talk about disrespect and what the hell is it? Because again, we always talking about somebody disrespecting us or we want respect, but do we actually know what the fuck it is? So this definition says disrespect or being disrespectful is the character trait that describes someone who lacks respect for others or their beliefs, feelings, or opinions. So basically, this is the motherfucker where you're talking and you have a point and this person just totally cuts you the fuck off and tell you, no, you are wrong, and this is what the fuck this means, or this is what you should say, or this is how you should think, or this is what the fuck I think about what you're saying. And you know, they're just totally invalidating you, your thoughts, your beliefs, your feelings, your opinions. And we all know maybe at least one person like that, one or two people in your life that does that. They don't have no value of you. They don't value you at all. You know, that motherfucker, you know, they're just waiting around for you to open your mouth so they can discredit you. That's very disrespectful. Or the person that mocks you, you know, you're speaking and that's disrespectful. Why are you mocking an adult? You're not a fucking child. Why are you mocking them? Do you have respect for them? Do you value them as a person? If you did, you wouldn't do that. Or the person tell you who they are and then you decide that's not what the fuck it looks like for you because that is not your experience. That is fucking disrespectful. Talk to the person. Talk to the person about their behaviors. Tell them how you let's try something different. Tell them how their behaviors are making you feel and let them tell you why they are doing it. That's how you build respect. But yeah, we all know these motherfuckers that's like that. We all know it. So to continue with the definitions, this can manifest in a variety of ways, such as talking over others, ignoring their boundaries, which we already discussed. You laid the boundary down. You know, women do it all the time. When you tell your man, listen, I don't want to be with a cheater. And then the motherfucker cheats. And then you tell him, listen, I forgive you. And then they do it again. This is a person that don't value, they don't respect your boundary. And listen, sis, I have been in those type of relationships. I've been in one. But now that I know better, I will not choose to entertain that. You don't have to. That's a person that's devaluing you. You know that gnawing feeling in your chest after they keep doing it? That's you devaluing yourself. So honor you. Walking away and honoring you will make other people honor you. Or they won't be in your presence to disrespect you. So yes, ignoring boundaries, belittling or mocking people. Now, belittling, that's that person, you know, that's keep saying the same negative rant to you over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. You're not smart. You're not this. You're not that. You're dumb. You're dumb. You're dumb. You're dumb. And every time you saying something, and then they doing little movements that you do. That's disrespectful. And then a disregarding of authority, that's that person. I guess you don't listen to the authority figures in your life, like your parents. Um, I also view it, as maybe, you're on a job. Your boss is giving you an assignment and you like, I'm not doing that shit. Fuck them. And then it stays and then it fucks up the workflow and then everybody possibly lose their job or it fucks up their day. So we all, like I said, we all know these disrespectful ass people that's roaming around in the world in our life functioning like this. So we have to put them into perspective. It's either we put them into, having a conversation to try to rebuild our boundaries and they respect it, or they got to go and beat the highway up. Cause nigga, bitch, you're being disrespectful. Excuse my language, but it is exactly what it is. Now, examples for me, again, I told y'all at the top of the show, I was disrespected this week. I didn't like it. Neither party said I apologize. So I guess they don't value me. They don't value me in their life and they don't value what I bring to it. So it's up to me to exit stage left and just say, you know what? And sometimes the value doesn't have to be something so big. With the neighbor, just me saying hello and being cordial, maybe that's too much. So now I need to take that away and just, a wave and keep it pushing. You no longer have access to me. Or the person that disrespected me this week, they know who they are. Maybe I have to change the way I deal with them. Respect. If you want respect, you have to give it. And I don't know about this respect is earned type shit. To me, I believe in just giving it. And then if you put me in the space where I don't think you deserve it because you disrespected me, then I'm taking it away. I think every human deserves basic respect. All this, you got to earn it. So that means when I encounter you, you just don't respect me. And then I got to get you to, no, that don't make sense to me. But again, this will be a blog inside the app. Take the time and you let me know what you think about what I'm saying. Do you agree or do you disagree? But this is how I'm feeling. So let me continue reading the passage. It says, it is important to note that being disrespectful can have negative consequences on personal relationships. Yes, we all know that. Work environments, definitely. And overall well-being. Now, the first two is visible, right? The last one, the overall well-being, 9 times out of 10, the people that's doing the disrespecting doesn't understand how it affects you, how you may replay that situation over and over in your mind looking for a resolution, or how you could have encountered that a little different, or what you could have done to avoid it being in that situation. That party don't realize the mental piece of it for you. Again, because they're dishing it out. They're not seeing how it hurts you. They're not understanding the toll. Some people can't handle, that kind of stress of being disrespected. Some people don't sleep. Some people, like me, when I get disrespectful, I go into like a little angry ball where I'm mad for a minute and I'm ready to, do some things. I'm debating on, what should I do to this person? And then I got to calm myself down and get to a zen space and be like, you know what? It is just not fucking worth it, Peach. Let it be and resolve it. Look at the dynamics of this and determine if it's worth anything. If it's not worth it, let it go. If it's worth it, try to work it. If you can't work it, then let it the fuck go. So it's that turmoil piece for me that I don't like, that piece where you just, your mind be going. And and I consider myself as a person that has a sound mind that can handle experiences very well and be done with it. I only could imagine, people that suffering from anxiety, depression and other mental illnesses. How one little thing that you could do that's just disrespectful could take and toss them into a whole situation where it could feel like trauma, or you're adding more to their plate that they have to deal with. So, what does that look like for them? You just made it worse when it could have been simple communication, understanding. So let me finish reading the paragraphs. Again, these are just my thoughts and views. So the rest says, therefore, it is important for writers to be mindful when creating characters with this trait. Okay. So I guess that's just a caveat to people that's, creatives that's making cartoons and stuff like that. Be mindful about being disrespectful. Yeah, because again, I said it earlier, we live in the rap, some of us live in that rap culture group think thing where that is just totally disrespectful. And if you ain't got common sense to separate what's being said and visualizing these things, then you will come out on the street and assume, because every other word in these things, especially towards women, is derogatory. This woman is a hoe and she's a bee and she's sucking this and she's doing that. And, it's just ridiculous. The music is disrespectful in itself. So I hope that you guys enjoy talking about respect and disrespect and what it looks like. I am going to get into the next music video. And I love it. It's called Money Kill Everyone. It is a oldie but goodie. But honey, listen, y'all know that with money, people become mad, disrespectful. They lose their goddamn mind. But let's get into it. Money Kill Everyone by Phyllis Cypher and Rick the Wordsmith. Check it out.
Wise out, smash, bro. Alpha, we don't want it, we don't need it. Got us dying for our freedom. People starving, they won't feed them. Got us dying for our freedom. We don't want it, we don't need it. Got us fighting for our freedom. People starving, they won't feed them. Got us dying for our freedom. We don't want it, we don't need it. Got us fighting for our freedom.
Money killed everyone. Presidents, scientists, musicians, civil rights leaders, priest children. Money killed everyone. Money funds wars and weapons, viruses and disease. Money pays for the manipulation of you and me. But money doesn't pay for those that's in need because the ones that run money are too bombarded with greed. Money kills people every day because there's no money in a cure, or so they say. Especially if you're a minority or, God forbid, you're poor. Laws are even different depending on your credit score. Money killed my grandmother, let her rot and decay. Cause see, with a cure to cancer, they can't make money that way. Money kills people with HIV. Some people were infected intentionally. Do your own homework. Be a detective for yourself. And you'll find that these man-made disasters were consciously dealt. And then you rethink any government help. Money makes women.
Yeah. Who the fuck you gonna blame it on?
We're gonna get into this big gov, blame it on me. And then after this, we're gonna talk about solutions and how we gain respect.
Just remember when you say my name, make sure you don't say it wrong. Big G-O-V, I ain't shucking, I ain't jiving, and I'm quick to tell a bitch if she ain't fucking, she ain't riding. If a nigga got a problem, I ain't ducking, I ain't hiding. I be low-key, you can find him with the chopper right beside him. Man, these niggas broke, how they gonna go to war with me? Fuck it, I just serve them like McDonald's when they order beef. And they little bitches wanna fucking be a whore for me. I'm in the club with my dogs acting all disorderly. I just wanna party, keep your Xannies and your Percocets. I ain't got no manners, I'm a savage, keep the panties wet. And I got the hammers for you hams if you take it there. Twin 40s equal twin hollows, nigga, take a pair. Yeah, I'm affiliated with some wild niggas. They'll do a nigga dirty, they some foul niggas. And I'm with the shit, I don't smile, nigga. I'm reppin' Southwest, you know my style, nigga. When the shit hit the fan now, who the fuck they gon' blame it on? Just remember when you say my name, make sure you don't say it wrong. Yeah, all these fuck niggas playing dumb. I'm thinking fucking let me play along. Ay, but when the shit hit the fan now, who the fuck they gon' blame it on? Me, that's who. Yeah, say hello to my little friend Tony Montana on these niggas, bitch, I'm going in. Ain't no way that you can stop it once you get it cracking. It's a fact that I'ma make it happen, I'm about that action. Hey, I'm about my cheese, stick it through do my dirt up, I'm a lonely, I don't need a shooter. Get back, you don't know me like that, nigga looter. Champ handing out hella L's to the losers. Hey, if she fuck me, she don't get no money. You probably paying for that pussy, such a fucking dummy. She probably giving all your money to her main nigga. You a lame nigga, go blow out your brain, nigga. I done fucked the baddest bitches, never called them back. I ain't got no feelings, cold hearted, you can call them that. Ain't no sucker stroking over here, strictly pimping, middle finger in the air. If you don't like the way I'm living, when the shit hit the fan now, who the fuck they gon' blame it on? Just remember when you say my name, make sure you don't say it wrong. Yeah, all these fuck niggas playing dumb. I'm thinking fucking let me play along. Ay, but when the shit hit the fan now, who the fuck they gon' blame it on? Me, that's who. I'll take the blame, nigga, fuck it. I'll take the blame, nigga, fuck it, yeah. I'll take the blame, nigga, fuck it. I'll take the blame, nigga, fuck it, yeah.
Yo, that was Big Gov. Blame it on me. Shout out to Big Gov. It's been a minute. Believe it or not, that video is 8 years old for those of y'all that will catch the visuals. I do apologize for Money Kill Everyone. Actually, let me rerun that because it was cut off short. I was kind of moving around some screens. But yeah, I'm going to replay Money Kill Everyone, and then we're going to get into talking about and discussing how you actually build respect. All right, so let me hit you with that Money Kill Everyone by Phyllis Cypher and Reek the Wordsmith. Let's go.
Movie.
Wise out. Smash, bro. Alpha. We don't want it. We don't need it. Got us dying for our freedom. People starving, they won't feed them. Got us dying for our freedom. We don't want it, we don't need it. Got us fighting for our freedom. People starving, they won't feed them. Got us dying for our freedom. We don't want it, we don't need it. Got us fighting for our freedom.
Money killed everyone. Presidents, scientists, musicians, civil rights leaders, priest children. Money killed everyone. Money funds wars and weapons, viruses and disease. Money pays for the manipulation of you and me. But money doesn't pay for those that's in need because the ones that run money are too bombarded with greed. Money kills people every day because you know there's no money in a cure, or so they say. Especially if you're a minority or, God forbid, you're poor. Laws are even different depending on your credit score. Money killed my grandmother let her rot and decay. Cause see, with a cure to cancer, they can't make money that way. Money kills people with HIV. Some people were infected intentionally. Do your own homework. Be a detective for yourself. And you'll find that these man-made disasters were consciously dealt. And then you rethink any government help. Money makes women judge character from man-made wealth, while men do things always looking for false self and wealth. Man-made illusions. No wonder our generation is full of drug users, or even drug sellers. Misrepresentation. See, all they're doing is selling you self-mutilation. See, money isn't a friend of mine, cause all money does is conquer and divide. So the next time you hear someone boasting about their five, man, know that this is one of the most insecure persons alive. Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting things for yourself, but the best yet hardest task is knowing your loving self. Think about these words the next time you're dreaming of wealth, and then think to yourself, why do you want these things in spite of something else? What lies behind you wanting things that carry no weight or substance? Maybe that's why you get up early to go to a job you never wanted. Money.
Yo, man, that was deep. Tap in. Once again, you could find Phyllis Cypher. It's Wise Owl. I think Wise Owls 1111 on YouTube. Tap in. They have some awesome music. I was actually in one of their music videos, in which I will play that one next week. Phyllis Cypher always moves me because his music always captures the moment and it hits the soul and it has a direct message geared towards growth. It's just not meaningless banter talking about, I'm going to shoot up the club, or I got 101 bitches and I'm flying in and out with keys of coke. So I love conscious music. I think it's a lost art. I think people like Phyllis Cypher are bringing it back, and I'm so thankful. I think we need to bring back more conscious artists, because a lot of this music, to me, and it's just my opinion, and I'm allowed to have one because, again, fuck it, this is the Peach Radio Show, and I say what I want. The shit sound like everybody got ADHD or something, or some type of mental dysfunction with all of this drag, and then I don't hear too many similes and metaphors. Again, I'm halfway 100, so back in my time we had to learn how to write cursive, and we actually had to know how to speak, and we had to use similes and metaphors, and it's just so many things that's different now. Like, these kids just sound like, I guess, what is it? Lean. Like, everyone is on lean. Everyone is taking pills. Everyone is just dragging. No one is just seeming so, happy. I know I'm generalizing, but whatever. This music these days just sucks to me, And again, I'm halfway 100. What the fuck do I know? It's just my opinion, But yeah, shout out to Phyllis Cypher and all the artists that I played tonight. I may replay my favorite one tonight out of all of them. No, I ain't gonna say favorite because they all my favorite. But I need something that's gonna get me jumping, right? Because this is Sunday. So I might have to end the show off before I play my outro with one of these songs, just to get me Monday ready, get me going. Cause listen, I'm already fresh and clean and ready for the bed, cause my bed is right beside my studio. But either way, I'm dreading Monday, so I need something that's gonna pick me up. So let's get into, back into our topic. We talked about respect and what respect is, and we talked about disrespect and what disrespect is. So now we're going to talk about how do we go about building respect. And again, we all believe that we are having behaviors that cultivate respect, but we got some behaviors that just does not, including myself. So I'm going to go down the list. I'm going to go down the list. Now, if you plan on going to see the visuals, this one is not a visual one. I do apologize. The next time I will try to have everything visually. But I guess, if you're just listening and you're on Indamix Radio, you probably like, thank God that's not visual because I can't fucking see it anyway. But either way, you still get the information, right? And we're having an awesome discussion about respect, and I'm hoping that you learn something. So I'm gonna kind of skip around on this list because I see some of these things on here that I kind of fall short my damn self. So in order to build respect, it says here be consistent, and sometimes my schedule doesn't allow me or permit me or give me the capacity to be consistent. Now it's saying consistently showing up, staying humble, and delivering on promises over time earns genuine respect. Now, I could dig it, but listen, in this world where we're constantly chasing the bag, now that's a check-in episode, chasing the bag, PeachEnt. Please go in the mobile app, and I talk to you about the multiple ways that I have chased the bag throughout my lifetime. Remember, half 100. But either way, so being consistent, that is very hard for me because again, I am a pediatric nurse throughout the day. I am a writer for the R Report magazine. I told you this already at the top of the show. And plus now I'm doing the Peach Radio show again and I'm excited. So in between that, trying to be consistent and showing up in relationships, like I think I do well with showing up for my best friend because my best friend doesn't require a lot. That's just a phone call. How you doing every morning? Are you feeling all right? And then a phone call in the evening and maybe one during the day. Now, if she really need me for something, one thing I love about her, she'll tell me in advance and I make it my business to be there. Now, but just doing some on the fly shit, that is just not happening. Me trying to incorporate other businesses into my schedule is a little bit hectic and I do fall short. And you know what? If you're listening, is a person that I did fall short on because I've been promising them a product that I haven't fully produced. So, I apologize and I need to work on that. I need to be consistent. I need to show up for that opportunity. I need to, prioritize my time a little bit better. So yes, being consistent is on the list. I feel like I am thoroughly consistent with my children. I am thoroughly consistent with my employer. I show up for work. I'm not going to necessarily say I'm always on time, but I show up, I do my job, and I make sure things get done. And I am going to honor myself and be consistent with the Beach Radio show. So yes, all right. So being consistent is on the list. Shout out to the people that are constantly consistent, that can show up for everything, has full capacity to be in all these spaces. But I'm gonna clap it up for you. Kudos, 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 because that is not my experience. If I was consistent and showed up for everything, I would be exhausted and I probably would not even get 1 hour of sleep. Oh my God. All right. So let's get off of there because that's one of my shortcomings. Now this one I kind of like because I think I'm pretty good at this point. Remember, half of 100. So owning your mistakes. In order for you to gain respect, you gotta own up to your mistakes. Now it says rather than covering up errors, apologize and show how you will fix them. which demonstrate maturity and accountability. Now, I am notorious if, again, I love communicating. I've been saying this throughout this show. In order to build respect, you got to communicate. You need to figure out what the person's boundaries are. So I will communicate with you. And if you say something to me and you say, listen, you have crossed the boundary, or you did this and I know that I did it, I'm going to apologize. I'm going to say, listen, I apologize and I am sorry. And I will tell you why I did it. It's not an excuse, but I will explain why I did it so you can understand it. And then I will go to correct it. That's just who I am. I believe in owning to my mistakes. I just, there is no way around that for me. I'm sorry if I did it. This is my intentions. This wasn't intentionally to hurt you or harm you, because I'm just not that person. I'm loving. I believe in moving in the space of love. I believe in accountability. I believe in all of those things. So I will own my mistakes. Now, for the two people that disrespected me, I don't know about them, but I know about me. Now, let me stop harping on them, because that's disrespectful to kind of just keep saying it, even though they're not listening, or may not listen to this broadcast. But what about you? Do you own your mistakes, or do you know you make a mistake and then you sweep it under the rug and then you just try to fix it? That is not owning it. Apologizing takes ownership. The other party will just look at you like, okay, they know they made a mistake, but they're not acknowledging it. They're just sweeping it under the rug. They prefer not to have open communication with me, no dialogue. So try your damnedest to own your mistakes. Simply say, I apologize, and give explanation, have a conversation, clear it up, clear the air, and then move on and build a better relationship. And I don't mean, again, when we talking about all of this, we're not talking about just sexual relationships. We talk about all relationships with your kids, your employer, with uh your friends, anyone. Just, so far, show up and be consistent and own your mistakes. So the next one I think I am pretty good at is treating others well. Respect is a two-way street. Listen actively, show appreciation, and treat people with kindness. I think that I am pretty awesome with that. I am open, honest, and I try to be friendly to everyone. Now, if you meet me, guarded, and if you come to me and you're guarded and you're not so friendly, I still try to attempt to be friendly, but I'm not going to push myself on you. So just make a conscious effort, for the people in your life, treat them well. And again, it goes back to saying, what is their idea of being treated well? Because your idea and their idea could be two separate things, right? So my idea of being treated well, for me, when I'm around people, is just, conversation, a little acknowledgement, and that's, I'm cool, because I serve self. I know how to occupy my time, and I know how to entertain myself. I know how to, that's the same thing, occupy time, entertain. So self-soothe, like my grandmother used to say, I'm sorry, you self-soothe. I never was that child that needed all this outward attention, but some people do. Some people, in order for them to feel like they're treated well, they need you to give them all this attention. They need you to accommodate them in some way. Some people feel like treating them well is when they show up, you have a whole shitload of food or something like that. I'm not saying you gotta go all the way out your way, but just make an attempt to treat that person decent. Be cordial. If they show up in your space, offer them things, treat them, with consideration. Don't just be dismissive. Oh, hey, how you doing? They in your house, they're thirsty. You ain't offer them something to drink, or or they may not say they wanted something to drink. Just be mindful. Y'all know how to treat others well. Don't go out your way to mistreat people. I think we all have some kind of idea. And if you don't, the ideal thing to do is just to ask the person, right? Is it something that you need? I'm so glad that you're here. Can I get you something? Can I get you something to drink? Are you hungry? Like the old grandmother. I know that sounds like an old ass grandmother, but it is what it is. That's how people feel respected and valued. Now, the next one is be assertive and confident. Speak clearly, maintain eye contact, and stand up for your beliefs, even if it is uncomfortable. Now, if you're not confrontational, that may bother you to do so, or it may sound confrontational to people, but I am a firm believer of this. Like, stand on what you standing on. What do the people say? The slang for it is, I said what I said. Sometimes you gotta have that I said what I said moment. Even if you are the only person standing on it and everybody else is going the other direction. No, I said what I said and I meant it. So stand on it and be precise about how you feel and don't feel bad about it. A lot of times we sheesh, often we go along with the crowd, so we don't want to look a certain way. We don't want to be the outcast, the outsider. But sometimes that's the best thing to be, right? It saves you from a lot of things. I know y'all saw ooh, excuse me. I know y'all saw some of them TV programs, this predictive programming where it'll be a bunch of people outside on the corner and a bunch of kids will be like, oh, let's go jump in this stolen car. And then there'll be that one child that'll be like, no, I'm not going. That's the person that's saying I said what I said and I'm standing on it. And then those kids get in the car and then they end up dying. I know that sounds really horrible, but I just wanted to give an excuse of being assertive, and being confident, not arrogant. Arrogant is different than confident. We said being assertive and confident, meaning be direct, be assured in yourself, knowing that this is what you want and you stand on it, even if you got to lose everyone, or the person that you're speaking to. Stand on your values, stand on your principles. And if that person, again, respects you and values you, then they'll be willing to have the conversation with you because you stood on business. That's another one. Standing on business. Stand on business. I said what I fucking said because I meant it. So far, be assertive and confident, treat others well, be consistent, and own your mistakes. Now, another one, and this is a good one. This is definitely a good one. Demonstrate competency. So master your craft, be organized, and act as a problem solver rather than a problem maker. So we know how that goes. Oh my God, I hate this. So as a nurse, and I'm sure in other people's profession, especially in therapy, right? You have to show up as if you are very, very competent in your job. And meaning in this world, not only are you competent, you have the language. So at my job, there's something called a whisper swivel. I can't say, oh, do you have the thing? Because that makes me look incompetent. It makes people not respect me in my position as a pediatric nurse. Um, or if I don't know how to use a machine, two things is either I say, I've never experienced using this particular whatever that machine is. Let's just say nebulizer. Say the actual name. I'm not experiencing using the nebulizer. Can you show me? Versus I'm here with the nebulizer. I have zero books and stuff around me, but I'm just going to use this thing. And I'm fumbling all over the place. So I'm not, showing competency. I don't know how to function any of this stuff. I'm not looking great. So that calls for people to look at you like, wait a minute, can I trust this person for this position? Are they really a nurse? I don't respect them. And you could take that and apply it over that. Like, imagine going to a therapist and you sitting there talking, and the therapist don't have the correct wording, or they're doing like a guided meditation or something, and they don't even have it organized enough for them to even treat you. It just Or going to a doctor and he's using a stethoscope to try to look in your nose. Like, be competent. Be competent, know what you're talking about, know what you're saying. And so, like, even with me doing this show, before I even get on and I have discussions with you, because again, I like to check in with myself, I make sure that I research. I make sure I share experiences, because, experience is the best teacher. And I share them with you so you can understand where I'm coming from, to let you know I am competent because I've been through this. So demonstrate competence. Know what you're doing, know what you're talking about, and be assertive and confident. See, that adds up. Demonstrate competence, be assertive and confident. That makes for a great leader, a person that you want to follow, a person that you believe in, and ultimately a person that you want to respect. So, the next one is set boundaries for yourself. We talked about this throughout the whole entire show. It says, do not be a doormat. Assertively communicate your limits and be prepared to limit time with those who do not respect you. That's when we curb them up. I told y'all earlier, curb them motherfuckers that's not willing to stay behind the line. Stay behind the line. This is my line. I said it. Don't come across here or I'm going to chop your toes off. Or I'm going to just walk the hell away and draw me a new line because you're not. No, get back. So we got to set these boundaries. We got to set these boundaries and we got to mean them. And we got to be prepared to lose every single MF person that's not going to follow the boundaries, stick to them boundaries, respect your boundaries. And it's also, vice versa. In order for somebody to respect your boundaries, you got to be willing to respect theirs. Y'all got to find the common ground. So remember, that's to me, that is the most important one when it comes to respect. Having people respect your boundaries, whatever they are, no matter how minor they are. If you're not willing to negotiate and change it, it is what it is. And again, if this person finds value in you as a person, they are not crossing the boundary because they value you, they love, they respect you, and they want your time and attention, and they want to show up for you correctly. So set the boundaries. Don't be scared. Especially as women, we got to set some harder boundaries. You know, what we do. And I'm not going to say every woman, I'm not going to generalize, but you know what we do. We get into a space where we don't want to be lonely, so we just allow our partners to run amok. Why? They cross the boundary and they're going to keep doing it. And then you're going to constantly, you're going to constantly be upset. It's going to wear at your self-esteem. So listen, draw the line. If they cross it, push them back and just keep moving. There will be somebody. And again, and it's just not even in a relationship, friendships, everything. It'll be people that actually respect you because they want it themselves. So set the boundaries, keep them, stand firm in them. Oh man. So far we got set boundaries, demonstrate competency, be assertive and confident, treat others well, be consistent on your mistakes. And then the number one, it says build self-respect first. Oh my God. Hallelujah. Yes. Woo, I love that one. I love that one. Act with integrity by aligning your words and action, taking responsibilities for your mistakes, and developing emotional control. Woo, 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 woo. I love that one. So to build self-respect, first, my humble opinion, you got to go within. You got to learn who you are as a person, what your likes and dislikes are. Develop your boundary. Sit with yourself. Get to know you. A lot of times I realized, and again, this is just my humble opinion, people I try to avoid, not necessarily avoid, but I'm kind of concerned about people that always have to fill their time with going out because they can't sit with themselves. It's almost as if I sit with myself, I'm gonna be bored. Or if I sit with myself, then I'm gonna be rambling in my thoughts. But rambling in your thoughts is not a bad thing because that is the point where you actually figure out what's going on. Like for me, I will ramble in my thoughts because I want to understand what's going on with me internally all the time. I have no issue with just sitting with me and figuring it out. What is bothering me? Why am I feeling this way? Why can't I sleep? I am always into uh going into self. I mean, I actually look at that as a form of self-care. And it's the best part for me. I would prefer doing that than, stepping outside of myself, going to a spa or getting my nails done or getting my hair done. To me, the ultimate self care is sitting with self and caring for yourself, listening to yourself, learning yourself. So when you go present you to other people, you already understand what that is. You know the definition of you. You know what you want. You know what you're willing to tolerate. You know what your plan is. You know how you're going to get it. And maybe you don't know all the way, but you have a general idea, but you're in the works of doing things. You're in the planning stage. So that is the best part. And this one is probably my favorite. Build self-respect first. Because then nobody won't it would be virtually impossible for anyone to kind of penetrate you because you know yourself too well, you know? And people like to play on it. Oh, you're this and you did that. No, that's not me. I know me. I sit with me. I have a relationship with me. So I can show up the very best and I have my boundaries and it goes back and I could demonstrate competence on who I am and my actions line up with my words. Now, it's your fault if you don't see it that way because of your dealings with other people, but if I'm a happy, jovial person, and that's the me that I want to be, and I show up happy, and then your perception says that I'm not happy because I'm laughing and smiling and I'm too jovial and it's impossible, then that's a you thing. That's not a me thing. I know who I am. But when you don't know who you are and a person show up and say that's not really you, then that seeps in and you like, well, maybe that's not me. No, 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 no. I know me. I know my boundaries. I know how I'm presented in the world. I know how I want to treat others, and I know how I want others to treat me. And I am assertive, I'm confident, and I'm going to own my mistakes. So I'm gonna read the list back to you. And you tell me, well, you can't tell me, I'm sorry. Actually, you can. When I write the blog and I put it in the mobile app, you let me know if you carry any of these traits. So for me, I'm gonna read back the list, but for me, I have built my self respect. I have my boundaries. I demonstrate competency. I'm very assertive and confident. I treat others well. I have to do better with being consistent, and I don't mind owning my mistakes. So I am on my way to earning respect. Are you on your way to earning respect? Oh man, this has been an awesome first Peach Radio show. I hope you enjoy everything that we discussed here about respect, what it looks like, what does disrespect look like, and ways to building self-respect. I hope you found the information meaningful. I hope that it made you check in with yourself to figure out what exactly it is you need to change, if it is anything to change, or basically improve upon, because it's always room for improvement. I mean, for me at least, I know I'm always looking to improve. So damn, this show has went by fast. So please, 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 please tune in to the Peach Radio show on Indamix Radio from 12 to 2 on Sundays. Um, I will be consistent. I'm going to make a concerted effort to be consistent so you can show up and respect what I'm doing in this space. Again, please download the PeachEnt mobile app. Is available in both Android and Apple stores. Don't miss out. Become a part of my extended family. I'm looking forward to reading your check-in blogs. I'm looking forward to reading your comments on the blogs. Also, follow the R Report magazine. It's the R Report magazine. Well, I'm sorry, it's the rreportmag.com. Check it out. There's loads of content on it. If you love hip hop, entertainment, news, and of course, my blogs, check out the R Report magazine. Download the mobile app. Follow me. I also stream content on my YouTube channel, which is at PeachEnt Brands. Just type in the search bar at PeachEnt Brands. There you'll find check-in shows. You'll find multiple content related to you becoming the best you. I love self-help things. I discuss it. I live it because I believe we can all change when we take a concerted effort into going inside of ourselves. I don't think change is on the outside of us. Also, what do I have to share with you? Oh, so let me give you my email again. It's Pierce, Peirrce at peachent.com. Again, it's Peirrce at peachent.com. If you're looking to schedule an interview, if you're looking to be just a co-host on the show, let me know. Or if you have any topic ideas you'd like for me to discuss, I am cool with that. Reach out. Also follow me on TikTok. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitch at PeachEnt Brands. All right. So you guys enjoy your Sunday. It's almost 2:00. Man, oh man, I hope your Sunday dinner is done. If not, I hope you learned that you got to make it before 12 so you could tune in and hear me rant about God knows what and listen to these fabulous indie artists that I'll have on rotation on the Peach Radio Show. Thank y'all for joining me. And I'm going to go out and I'm going to play Songbird the Goddess, A Dollar in a Dream. Y'all have a safe, wonderful weekend. Go out and build the respect that you want from people. and walk away from the ones who disrespect y'all. I will chat with y'all next Sunday. Later.
What's the point in being different if they gon' hate on you anyway? I tried to be like y'all, but it messed with my spirit in a different way. I lift my head up to the sky, what's my purpose? And if I sell out for this bag, is it worth it? Treat my morals and my values like they're worthless. For a rollie in a wall full of purses, nothing even matters to me anyway. Nothing even matters. That shit, it never mattered to me anyway. It never mattered. I keep a dollar and a dream on me. I keep a dollar and a dream on me. I know I'm complete. I keep a dollar and a dream on me. I keep a dollar and a dream on me. I know I'm okay. See, it's okay when they do it, but it's a problem when I do it. Man, I'm too solid to go through this and put me down when I'm not with them but against them. Then tell lies because the enemy is vengeful. Yeah, you won't knock me off my tempo. No, I'm protected by my ancestors. You can't touch a child of God. You can't touch me, can't touch me. No, you can't. I keep a dollar and a dream on me. I keep a dollar and a dream on me. I know I'm complete. I keep a dollar and a dream on me. I keep a dollar and a dream on me. I know I'm okay. I just want you to be you and let me be me. I know I'm complete. I just want you to be you and let me be me.
Let's go, Peach.
This is
They know that I'm crazy retard. They know that I'm crazy retard. My shooters run down, no talking. I don't got time for the barking. Bitch, I'ma pull up and park it. Treat you like a blunt, I'ma spark it. They know that I'm crazy retard. They know that I'm crazy retard. They know that I'm crazy retard.